Welcome to Echoes of Faith, where stories of hope, grace, and redemption come to life. Each story is a journey of faith, a testament to the power of God's love, and a reminder that no one is ever too far from His grace. Sometimes the greatest strength isn't loud, it's quiet, bruised, and determined. This is the story of one woman who looked in the mirror, saw more than pain, and found the courage to walk away, not just for herself, but for the little life growing inside her. This is Reflection of Courage, a testimony of survival, hope, and the healing power of a new beginning. The mirror didn't lie. I winced at my reflection, my nearly swollen shut eyes staring back at me. When did I become the woman who hides bruises out of fear? This was the worst it had ever been, but I knew bruises too well. I had become an expert at creating lies for fractures, concussions, and broken ribs. Jared Evan Davidson wasn't always like this. We married young, with my family's blessing. He was fresh out of the military, a disciplined, well-mannered man. Our life seemed perfect. Jared became a security officer, and I pursued accounting. We planned a future without rushing, agreeing to establish our careers before starting a family. But things changed. Jared started drinking heavily, his temper flaring like a rattlesnake's bite. I learned to walk on eggshells, hoping to calm him. One day, the shells cracked. Jared came home, furious about an incident at work, and I found myself on the receiving end of his anger. His backhand sent me to the floor. I packed my bags, determined to leave, but his tears and apologies swayed me. I forgave him, hopeful it was a one-time mistake. It wasn't. The beatings continued. The one time I called for help, Jared lost his job, and I felt guilty. Too ashamed to return home, I stayed, enduring the abuse, clinging to hope that he would change. My best friend Mara saw through my lies. "He hurt you again, didn't he?" she asked. I tried to deny it, but her words stung. "He's going to love you to death, Nina," she warned. Her truth hit hard, but I was too blinded by love and hope to listen. One day, Jared found a job, and the violence lessened. I dared to believe in change. Then I missed a period. Excited, I called Mara, who responded with concern, not joy. "He'll hurt you again, Nina," she said. Her warning echoed in my mind, but I wanted to believe in a new beginning. That night, Jared came home drunk, raging about losing another job. He hit me harder than ever. As I begged for mercy, I blurted out, "I'm pregnant." His fist stopped midair. He cradled me, his rage replaced by astonishment. "You're having my baby?" he repeated, smiling softly. I lay stiff in his arms, Mara's words ringing loud and clear. For the first time in years, I contemplated leaving. I stood up, still trembling, and looked at Jared, asleep on the bed. I walked to the mirror, the bruises stark against my skin. This was my chance. With a deep breath, I started packing my bags. This time, I wouldn't stop. This time, I chose life, mine and my child's. As I stepped out the door, a new strength surged within me. I was no longer a victim. I was a survivor, ready to reclaim my life and build a future filled with hope, not fear. After a few months had passed, the sun finally broke through the horizon and bathed the small town I now called my home in its warm light. Mara was there by my side, assisting me in finding a place to live and navigating through the maze of social services and support systems. It was a difficult process, but little by little, I pieced together a new life, with my main focus on the tiny heart beating inside of me. 4 months later, my little girl, Cassie, was finally born. Her innocent eyes and soft coos gave me the strength to keep pushing forward. I was able to find a job at a nearby accounting firm, and even though it was tough juggling work and being a new mom, I made it work with the support of my community. The church, my newfound friends, and even some relatives who had heard about my struggles all came together to help us through this journey. But peace has a way of being fleeting. One evening, as I was walking home with Lila from the park, I saw him, Jared. He had found me. My heart raced, and I clutched Cassie tighter, fear threatening to paralyze me. Jared approached, his eyes wide with a mix of desperation and anger. "Nina, wait," he called out. "I've changed. I just want to see my daughter." Every muscle in my body screamed to run, but I stood my ground, glaring at him. "Stay away from us, Jared. You have no place in our lives." He didn't listen. Over the next few weeks, he started showing up more frequently, pleading, apologizing, and then, inevitably, getting angry when I refused to let him in. My friends and family urged me to go to the police, but fear of what Jared might do held me back. The breaking point came one night when Jared, drunk and furious, broke into my house. Cassie screamed in her crib as I tried to fend him off. He hit me, and I crumpled to the floor, tasting blood. But this time, I wasn't alone. The neighbors had heard the commotion and called the police. Within minutes, they arrived, pulling Jared off me and arresting him. As they led him away, he screamed threats and curses, but I knew this was the end. Lying in the hospital bed later, surrounded by Mara, my pastor, and my family, I felt a sense of peace. They assured me Jared would be put away for a long time, and with the restraining order in place, we would be safe. I realized I had a strong, loving network ready to protect and support me. The mirror didn't lie. My bruises would heal, but my spirit was unbroken. I was stronger than ever, determined to create a safe, loving environment for Cassie. No more lies, no more fear. Jared was gone from our lives, and we were free to embrace the future with hope and courage. As I cradled Cassie, her tiny fingers gripping mine, I whispered, "We did it, baby girl. We're free." The journey ahead would be challenging, but with the love and support of my community, I knew we would thrive. In the end, courage wasn't in her fists or her flight. It was in her decision to stay free, to break the silence, to choose life. Reflection of courage reminds us that even in our most fragile moments, strength is still possible. And with faith, community, and a heart set on freedom, healing always has the final word.
Thank you for joining us on this journey. Remember, no matter what fires we face, faith will always carry us through. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to leave a comment. Subscribe for more stories that inspire and uplift. This is Echoes of Faith, where every story brings hope. If today's story moved you, be sure to discover more heartfelt journeys in the Echoes of Faith series and uplift your spirit. Don't miss out on the next chapter. There's always more to uncover.